Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. Please like, subscribe, consider becoming a member to the channel. Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn. This fight has fans completely split. Now, Ryan and Conor, right down the middle. You got fans who believe Garcia is going to win. I'm surprised to hear how many are saying Conor Benn is going to clip Ryan Garcia. Ryan's bigger. Conor has a meltdown to 147. He didn't look good at 152, I think is what he fought. 150 was a catchweight or something. He fought Regis Prograis at. Bottom line, he didn't look all that great to me. To think he's going to melt down all the way to 147, even though he can rehydrate to what he wants, I just think Ryan's going to be naturally bigger, stronger, and Conor Benn is going to have his hands full. Ryan has the faster hands, the left hook, the right hand is in play now. Huge star power, dangerous counterpuncher. And fans believe if Ryan is mentally focused and disciplined, he can hurt Conor bad very early, first round. Ryan's athleticism and timing makes him dangerous for anybody, especially with Conor Benn melting down to 147. But now I'm telling you, that's just how I see it. But there are fans that believe Conor wins the fight. They say he's super explosive, nonstop pressure, physical strength. He has aggression, dog mentality. Fans compare his pressure to like Rolly. And I talked about this before, but they believe that Ryan's going to struggle. You know what I'm saying? When forced to go backwards, I just don't think Ben is going to have the success Rolly had. Now, we know mentally Ben seems to be relentless, and he wants to prove that all the drama that he went through as far as the PED testing, positive PED test surrounding the Usyk Jr., the initial fight they were trying to make that fell apart, that he didn't need PEDs to beat anyone. Like he's Nigel Ben's son, and he brings that chaos. But I don't know if he's going to be able to drag Ryan into a chaotic fight. Anyway, I got Ryan winning. But I'm surprised to hear how many people, even Terrence Crawford's trainer, Bomac, said he got Conor Benn winning. So I was a little shocked at that. Now, Usyk Jr. and Zerafa, pure drama. Now, a lot of people feel Usyk Jr. just doesn't have it anymore. He's over the hill. The boxing ability's not there. The punch resistance not there. He just doesn't have it anymore. He's chasing a third fight with Conor Benn. Hopefully he can do that without any clauses. And then maybe he has a better chance, better outing, and he gets the win. I do think they should have a third fight. It's my opinion. But right now, it looks like Usyk Jr. could be fighting Zerafa. Now, Zerafa talks constantly, but Usyk thrives under pressure. He's cool as a fan. But if this fight happens, I expect trash talk, tension, controversy, and when they get in the ring, violence. You know what I'm saying? Many still favor Usyk Jr. because of his experience, composure. He's the bigger name. He does have sharp fundamentals. He's had great trainers. But I just think Zerafa's awkwardness and confidence makes him very dangerous, and you just don't know what version of Usyk Jr. is going to show up now. Anyway, we'll see if he gets that fight. And then if, in fact, at some point in time, they make Usyk Jr. versus Conor Benn 3. The money will be there. It's just, will the fighters, will they do enough in the next couple of fights to stay relevant for fans to demand to see it? Now, as far as who's the next American heavyweight superstar, Jaron Anderson or Richard Torrez. Look, the verdict's out. But it's kind of becoming a debate because Jaron Anderson, he's going to be returning to fight very soon. Richard Torrez is fighting this weekend. But some fans are choosing Jaron Anderson. They're like, yo, he's got that freakish athleticism. He's got size, killer instinct, confidence, charisma. He's got power. He has superstar energy. He just had a minor setback with Bakoli. But, hey, it's unfair to treat him like that. Let's not forget about, how he was dominating the things he was doing. There's something special about him. And people say, well, Richard Torrez has never lost. He's never wavered. He's got the Olympic pedigree, nonstop pressure, high motor, coachability. He has humility, training with Bomac now. He's leveling up big time. So they see Torrez as the long-term safer bet because of mentally and professionally, he hasn't shown any kinks in his armor. But we got to wait and see because I just still think it's a bit too early to talk about who's the next big American heavyweight because they still have work to do. But you can see that there's some potential there. But right now, I mean, the real name when it comes to American heavyweights is Deontay Wilder. Whether you like it or not, I mean, it's still Deontay Wilder. But speaking of Richard Torrez, if he can get in this fight against Frank Sanchez and fight like Kabayel, which is what he says he wants to do, and fans love hearing this, well then Richard Torrez may be that guy. He will immediately be casted into that conversation and he will supplant Deontay Wilder. Because if he can stop Sanchez and he can fight like Kabayel in this next fight, well, that's going to speak volumes. Because Kabayel is respected for body attacks, pressure, conditioning, patience, breaking opponents mentally. Frank Sanchez is slick and technical. Torrez understands he can't chase recklessly. Fans believe Torrez uses a Kabayel-style approach, body pressure, controlled aggression, constant positioning. It could completely disrupt Sanchez and get Torrez, a huge win. Now, that being said, let's continue on talking about heavyweights because we like the heavyweights, right? Wardley and Dubois destroyed each other just like Deontay Wilder and, Tyson Fury. Them boys went through a war. Now they talking about having a rematch? I mean, come on now. The punishment both men absorbed was frightening. I don't think either one's going to be the same. Forget fighting each other in a rematch. Whoever they go up against next. I'm going to be paying attention to punch resistance, recovery, careers, if the career is going to be shortened. I'm watching all that because boxing history shows wars change fighters forever. And I think these guys will be changed forever. I mean, that shit was maximum violence. You know what I'm saying? Now, Alycia Baumgardner. I'm about to do a separate video about this, but she's serious about the legal action against Claressa. You know what I mean? She's reportedly considering legal action against Claressa because Claressa slapped her in the face. Now, fans are shocked that things escalated physically, but they did. Others are asking how are Claressa and Papoose even allowed that close. Look, I don't know. Makes you wonder how they got into the event, right? But security concerns are becoming a major discussion point. Fans feel the incident created embarrassment, controversy, unnecessary negativity around women's boxing. But more to come on this. But Alycia Baumgardner is going forward with a lawsuit, folks. So we'll see how far she goes with it and how far this whole thing goes. But she got to do what she got to do, right? Just like Usyk's got to do what he wants to do. This man don't know what he want to do. One day he want to just pick and choose fights and enjoy himself. Next day he wants to become undisputed. But I tell you what, he's still chasing greatness. You know, even after everything he achieved, he still wants undisputed recognition, legacy, total dominance. He has 3 fights left. So it's like he wants to become undisputed again as well as just pick his, like a fan favorite fight or something he wants and go out with a bang. But he's earned it because he's been disciplined, fearless, historically great, and he's one of the smartest boxers ever, especially heavyweights ever. So I guess I think he can do what he wants, but I understand, like my boy E-Dogs is like, nah, he got those belts, respect the system, fight the mandatory, stop coming out here with this Tom and Jerry bullshit, picking and choosing, and nah. If you're going to keep the belts, respect the belts, and fight the mandatories. Looks like Usyk is going to fight to become undisputed, but after that, I think he's going to pick and choose what he wants and have fun on his way out. Now, speaking of someone who seems to be having fun and enjoying being a titleist, Ryan Garcia. He did go on record and say he's willing to go to 140 to fight Shakur Stevenson. Now, I tell you what, if they were to announce Shakur Stevenson and Ryan Garcia, that shit would instantly grab attention. You look at Shakur and Teofimo. They did massive numbers. But if Shakur fought Ryan, you know that shit's going to be on Netflix. Like, it's going to be a big deal. I think Netflix gets involved with that. It's going to be huge. And fans love the matchup. You know, Ryan brings the speed, explosiveness, power, unpredictability. Shakur, the elite defense, elite IQ, elite timing, elite precision. Shakur is just elite. And that's the one word to describe that guy, elite. You know what I mean? But fans view this as athletic chaos versus technical perfection. And many still question whether Ryan would truly commit to the fight because getting down to 140, I mean, it seemed like he can't make the weight, so why even go down there? Especially against somebody like Shakur Stevenson. So he could just be talking. Could just be talking to hear himself talk, but we'll see what the future holds. But I just thought it was interesting that he actually threw that out there now. Something else that's been thrown out there is Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather. I know it sounds unreal to you all, but it's more spectacle than competition, 100%. But millions are going to watch anyway. They are going to fight in the fall. Things got pushed back because Mike Tyson hurt his hand. But both of those names are iconic. Tyson represents violence, Floyd, perfection, defense. So I just think the contrast alone sells itself, plus of who they both were and are. But it's supposed to be fighting in the fall. So for those who are wondering what happened to Mike Tyson and Floyd, this is what happened. And for those of you who don't care, well, hey, I told you. I'm telling you anyway. Just like I need someone to tell me, why doesn't anyone call out Jaron Ennis? Ennis is becoming boxing's nightmare opponent, and hasn't done anything really yet, man. They just look at him and they're like, hell no. He's dangerous. Well, first he's a whole lot of risk, and people feel there's not much reward. But he's dangerous. He's athletic. He's explosive. He's versatile. And he's improving, man. And fighters see huge danger, little upside, but that's going to change. Because this is why fans say nobody wants to fight Boots. But I think that's going to change. And Eddie Hearn going to have a massive problem. Eddie Hearn could have serious matchmaking issues if Ennis destroys Xander Zayas. You know what I mean? You see, that dominance scares the division. If Ennis looks unbeatable, negotiations become harder, opponents ask for more money, risk calculations change. Fans already believe Ennis is avoided. A destruction win over Zayas can make things worse. But I know one person who will fight him, Sebastian Fundora. And what makes this interesting is if Ennis wins, he'll have 2 belts. And then Fundora has a belt. Then Josh Kelly has a belt. But depending on how they mix all this up, you could see Ennis, if he beats Zayas, go on to fight in another unification bout. Could be against Sebastian Fundora. As far as how that fight goes, I don't know. Because I got a lot of respect for Fundora. Fundora can fight, man. I don't care what anybody says. Fundora can fight. But let's just see. I just think he's going to be damn near impossible for Eddie Hearn to make fights with Boots if he destroys Xander. So at the end of the day, boxing shit is just turned up right now. You know what I'm saying? Ryan chasing dangerous fights. Conor Benn trying to prove himself. Richard Torrez on the rise with Bomac. Usyk chasing history but also doing what the hell he wants. Ennis becoming avoided. Claressa controversy dominating the headlines. AB talking about suing. And the heavyweight wars are shortening careers. So always some kind of drama, danger, violence, politics, and superstar potential. And that's why we just can't stop watching this shit. And I can't stop talking about it. Y'all keep cool. Boxing is turned up. And I'm turning off. In the breeze.